Mizkif went live to 16.2 thousand viewers. And by the end of the stream, I believe the lowest he dropped to was around 7.5 to even 6.9, meaning that around, I think, 220% of Mizkif's viewers were bots. Everybody's going to shit on everybody. Oh my God. I want to see Miz go live so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to be this guy. Time to talk about that thing that I've been telling absolutely everybody on this platform for years has been going on. Today, we are talking about the great issue that Twitch has been having with view bots. Not just with viewers, not just with chatters, not just with sponsors, perhaps even the company itself. I think Twitch may have made the worst decision for their own platform that they've ever made. So to take you back on a little bit of a journey, late July, Twitch finally addressed their view botters and falsely inflated viewership. If your channel is view botted, you will see an impact to your channel's view count. And by the way, did you know, this is a legitimate fact, in August, the highest amount of streamers ever have gone on break in the month of August. And the reason why that was, is August 1st, I think it was 40% of ViewBot sites went down immediately. And I'm going to give you guys a personal anecdote. Even I lost 600 viewers immediately. Even I lost 600 viewers immediately on August 1st. Now, other creators, and I'm going to show you guys with statistics, so many streamers went on breaks. Now, as of August 21st, I believe August 21st, I believe it was 11 a.m. CST. Now about 80% of all view botting sites, as well as people view botting, have ceased. Even I lost another 1.5 thousand viewers. Now, there's even more to come, as with streamers losing upwards of 20,000 viewers to 14,000 viewers, and there's even a streamer who was averaging 22,000 viewers dropping down to 6,000 viewers overnight. Now, I would like to let you guys know this, and I mean this genuinely. There will be far more viewers leaving. It's not done yet. And I mean that genuinely. Guys, it's not done yet. There is more. There are streamers being labeled as outliers. They're not. Everybody is going to be losing a shit, and I mean this genuinely, a shit ton of viewers. Yes, I'm talking about Hassan. Just wait. A lot of people are saying, well, these streamers aren't. Just wait. Give it time, because, and I can prove this, there still are a lot of people still able to get around the ViewBot purge. So as a streamer myself, where I'm going to be down around 2.1 thousand now, I'm going to show you guys a statistical reason, I like to keep it very fair with you guys, on why I can prove to you that the ViewBot purge is not done. Because people, they're going to be witch hunting, and they're going to think, oh, this guy doesn't have legitimate views. This guy has legitimate views. I want to let you guys know, August 1st, the first ViewBot purge happened. August 21st at 11 a.m. CST, I think roughly, the second ViewBot purge happened. And a lot of people are saying now, oh, well, now all the ViewBots are gone. And we're also going to be talking about, even more so, what's actually worse than ViewBots, chatbots. Yes, W streamers, I'm talking about you. Oh, we're going to be talking about chatbots today too. It is going to be fucking awesome. And I would like to say, in case you are new here, the most legitimate streaming platform for authentic viewership is YouTube. And the reason why YouTube is the most legitimate is due to the fact that you cannot consistently viewbot on YouTube, because each time you go live, you would have to enter a new key, and no one is willing to do that. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering why ViewBots are still coming, well, this is Mary Maybe's channel. Now, guys, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that Mary Maybe just had 20,000 viewers yesterday? for fun had 20,000 viewers? No, absolutely not. There's still a lot of higher end bot stream categories or stream services that are still up that are still very, very, very much able to get around the ViewBot purge. As you can tell from here, Mary Maybe going live, because she usually averages 1.5 thousand viewers. Well, yesterday she went live to 20,000 viewers because ViewBots are still well enabled. Front page, she was on front page note, so front page wouldn't give you 20,000 views. Front page gives you around 2.5 to 3,000. That is also a verifiable thing. Front page gives you 2.5 to 3,000. That doesn't give you 20,000 viewers. Once again, I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying this is Mary Maybe doing this. And by the way, I want to make this very clear. I'm not saying that anybody who had ViewBots on their channel is them doing it. I don't, because I'm also going to show you exactly what I mean by that. I'm not blaming Mary Maybe at all. And I would like to say this going on record. I have already told you guys the companies that ViewBot. I told you guys that AT&T ViewBotted me for 20,000 for my show Emote Only. I told you guys that Progressive was ViewBotting me for 30,000. And I even demonstrated with Caroline Kwan and Will Neff, both of them being botted for 50,000 for Progressive. But here's the difference. When somebody says to me, hey, Tectone, we're going to ViewBot you, I say, oh, hell yeah. You want to know why? Because everybody else is doing that shit, and I'll be damned if I say no for a couple of free dollars. Hey, fuck it, man. Hey, fuck it. I don't care. Now, I will say, much to my credit, it's even more so on, let me pull this up, YouTube. There's also companies like Ethereum Restart, which botted my video for 1.3 million views. As you can tell, a 1.3 million view video should probably have more than 450 likes. Now, these people specifically, I said, fuck off, stop doing this shit. Now, other people on Twitter have also said, a US-based ViewBot company claims some streamers using its tools reached Twitch partner eligibility in just 3 months. Yes, guys, I want to make it so transparent. It got to a point where ViewBotters were getting Dexerto to offer their services to all channels across the board. Devin Nash alleged that as many as 430 of the top 500 streamers are ViewBotting. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, and by the way, for anybody like dooming about my view count right now, we're probably gonna top off around like mathematically somewhere around 2.5 to 2.8K in the next 3 hours. So don't worry, I'm going to be okay. That's the sweet spot, by the way. You want to hit 2.5 thousand viewers for max money on this platform. So we're going to be absolutely okay. I don't care at all. My channel's not going to be affected at all. But yes, there is more. Now, I told you guys, what was this? 4 years ago that Genshin Impact was botting me. And then once I was blacklisted, I lost 3,000 viewers overnight. And a lot of people said I was cope, that Genshin Impact is not botting their viewers. Well, unfortunately, and I got some really bad news for you, Hoyo versus ViewBots were hit because Ziox himself also took a massive hit at the same time on his stream, which means Hoyo creators, yes, you are going to be fucked. And by the way, the very interesting thing about all of this is that Honkai Star Rail streamers, yes, you know who you are, who are getting ViewBotted by the company right now, those ViewBots are not gone. Streamers who I know are being ViewBotted, those ViewBots are not gone. So there are companies finding out a way to get around these ViewBots. But as far as the gotcha company goes, you are about to see a lot of streamers who are contracted with Hoyoverse, who are contracted with Honkai Star Rail, take a massive hit. How do you know? Because I've talked to the community managers behind the scenes via, I'll tell you very specifically and very vaguely. There is a streamer who pretends to not be good with me that I'm actually very good with, that tells me what they're saying behind the scenes. Because this was, I believe, 9 months ago, I told creators to just pretend to be bad with me. That way they get extra viewers from the Hoyo community. But yeah, there is a creator who tells me these things. So yes, even Zyox's viewers were hit, and once the view bots were turned off, Zyox has now experienced another one of his lowest viewed streams of all time immediately after. This is no coincidence. These are enough dots to make a line. Hoyo versus bots are being hit, but not all of them are gone yet. So expect more and more of these gotcha creators to go down over the next couple months. You should see that video where someone statistically proved Asmon is a better streamer than Hassan. Well, it's also very true. Speaking of Asmon, I believe Asmon is down 20,000 viewers from his channel. Now, this is the thing that's very confusing to me. So Asmongold is also down 20,000 viewers. This is the thing that's very confusing to me, is that there was a new thing that was put in place on Twitch, where if your chat isn't typing enough, your viewers will go down. Now, this was implemented around 8 to 9 days ago, to where if your chat isn't active, your viewership will go down. I believe we saw, what was it, 65% of all VTubers where their chat, their viewer count went down around 20 to 25%. So if you're not typing in a chat, well, that's why a lot of your viewers are going down as well, because isn't that such a smart idea from Twitch? And in case you're wondering why I crashed the fuck out on my chat the other day, because there was only like one guy typing, which I'll let a little clip play for you real quick. Guys, I've been looking at my chat for the past 40 seconds, and it's literally just Nate Dogg typing cat emotes. Every couple months or so, I have to just have a conversation with my Twitch chat. What the fuck do you guys need me to do for you to type some shit on your fucking keyboard? The reason why this was pissing me the fuck off is because that new implementation of Twitch is 1,000,000% happening, or it's a crazy coincidence. But yes, if your viewers aren't typing enough, then your viewer count will go down. And this leads me to tell you guys about chatbots. Now, chatbots I've told you guys about many times before. And what chatbots are, they are AI chatters, and they detect what your chat is already saying, and then they mimic what they're saying. So a lot of W streamers are praised for having such fast chats. A lot of Poggers community streamers are praised for having such fast chats where everybody agrees, everybody types easy, and all of these emotes are running rampant, especially in gotcha streamers chats as well, where you'll see so many glorps, so many based, so many pogs, so many ayayas. It looks like mental illness personified. And I want to let you know, this is essentially how viewbotting works. Viewbots work by paying somewhere in the ballpark of 80 cents to $1.20, or sorry, yeah, $1.20 a month. You can have one viewer for a whole month. A chatbot works for 5 cents. For 5 cents a month, you will get an AI bot in your chat that will see what the chat is typing, and they will mimic exactly what they're typing. So here's what you're really not gonna like. The chats that are more so everybody's saying the same thing, those are the ones that are usually the most fraudulent. So chat speed is not indicative of how many viewers you actually have. Other streamers like Morgpie as well, viewbots are still alive and well, going live into just chatting, then all of a sudden 1.5 up to 4.5 still happening in streamers like Morgpie as well. So the OnlyFans category is still going strong. Honestly, are we surprised by some OnlyFans girls not having morals? No, not really. Anything to succeed, I totally get it. Lydia Violet was another streamer called out for viewbotting as well. Bouncing up to 5K, going down to 3K, bouncing up to 6K, bouncing down to 4K. We have one of the biggest falls off, which is Mizkif. Mizkif went live to 16.2 thousand viewers, and by the end of the stream, I believe the lowest he dropped to was around 7.5 to even 6.9, meaning that around, I think, 220% of Mizkif's viewers were bots. Yeah. So we're going to be seeing some colossal falls off right now. Now, I believe the exact number of viewers that Mizkif was actually botting was around 14,000. I do believe it was 14,000, which, to be honest, I kind of understand why he did that. Ever since he got involved in controversy, I totally understand why he would say, hey, man, or to be completely fair, maybe somebody else was doing it. Right? Maybe somebody else was doing it. But 14,000 viewers when you only average 6,000 is kind of insane. We have streamers like NMP as well, who are dropping down to 10,000 from their normal 16 to 22,000 and haven't gone live ever since the other purge. A lot of streamers are going inactive in August, as well as another big one, which is the famous streamer Kai Cenat, who has only gone live once in August. And the reason why, and what's crazy is, the reason why they go live, why Kaizen only went live for 20 minutes, is because these graphs won't show you the actual viewer count unless you're live for an hour. So that way you can have this really nice 190K, and I'm just gonna be completely real. There's gonna be a lot of streamers who are going to be a lot more inactive over the month of August due to the fact that people are frantically looking for any reason. People are frantically looking for any reason, any way to get around ViewBots right now. They are. Now, I'll be real, guys. As a streamer where I've been on this platform for 6.5 years, I've had companies ask me if they can ViewBot me. I've had sponsors ask if they can ViewBot me. By the way, I've said yes to all these, by the way. I've said yes to all these. Absolutely. Why the fuck wouldn't I? Are you kidding me? In a platform where every single top streamer is ViewBotting, and I mean this genuinely. There are and I'm going to say this again and you guys can understand what I mean. There are org-wide ViewBotters, okay? If you're wondering why all of these big orgs have so many more viewers for their streamers, man, I sure wonder why that is. I sure wonder why that is. Oh, and trust me, guys, there's a lot more orgs than just OTK. And I want to make that very clear. There's a lot more orgs than just OTK. There's a lot more, okay? You guys are going to be seeing a lot of streamers move to other platforms. Yo, Lacey, how was Kick, man? How was Kick? Lacey, was Kick good? Was that shit good? But yeah, we're going to see a lot of streamers who can't mentally take the fortitude of people realizing that everybody on this platform was ViewBotted, and a lot of them aren't nearly as relevant as they pretend they are. Now, do you want to know what it is a good indicator of how relevant someone is? Their viewership on YouTube. How many views they get on their YouTube videos is a very good indicator on how many views they have. And the reason why that is because, guys, where do you think all these viewers are coming from? Twitch does not get you more viewers. You get more viewers from TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So if someone's succeeding on YouTube, well, that's pretty much all that matters. Since you're talking about Twitch today, have this info account as well. What is this? Class Twitch clarity. Ludwig Agron is allowed to do alcohol challenge with Smash Professional until they're hammered, then they assault each other, and he doesn't get banned, but I take a single drink and that's self-destructive. Good stuff, Lamau. See you next week. That's absolutely fucking insane. I was even approached in 2024 by one of my friends, and they said, hey, do you want me to bot you for this month? And I said, oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, 100%. Yep, and I said, I just don't want to know about it. Now, me and that friend don't talk anymore, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's been a lot of people doing this for a very long time, and I mean this genuinely. Everybody's eyes is on everybody's viewership right now. I mean, even me, guys, I'm down to 2,000 viewers, which, to be honest, really isn't that bad. We're only 38 minutes in, and that's probably going to go up to like 2.6, 2.8 by the end of the fucking stream. But yeah, I think we still got around 3.5 on YouTube, as well as 1.5K on Quick. But we're going to be seeing a lot of streamers go on hiatus. We're going to be seeing a lot of streamers take breaks, and we're going to be seeing a lot of streamers act sus like they're having mental health crises lately. Because this issue is running rampant. It's going on for everybody. The average viewer doesn't care if someone gets 10K viewers versus 16, 20K. There's just insane insecurity. They have to just not stream. Oh, I know. I know. Here's the thing that I want to stress to you guys. If there's any streamer streaming through August, you should give them a massive W. Because you are going to be seeing colossal fall-offs, and trust me, and I mean this genuinely, this is the big issue. This is the big issue that streamers are going to have. This ViewBot purge that Twitch is doing, it's only temporary. It is. It is. There will be new websites. There will be new ways to get around this. And guys, miraculously, there's going to be streamers who are just going to go back to same old, same old. The moment that any of these things are fixed, everybody's going to be back to normal. And I mean this genuinely. Streamers are now going to be at a collective loss if they're not view botting. Because now everybody knows how bad this issue is. Every top streamer has view bots, whether that's them, whether that's a viewer, whether that's a company. I don't know. There's also going to be aggressive view botters, people who are going to get around the view bot somebody, take a screenshot and say, look at this specific streamer. Just look at LSF. They're already targeting me every single fucking day. Look at Twitter. It's the same fucking shit because everybody needs someone to blame for all of this. And I'm sure they're going to find their favorites to blame. But Twitch is now at an impasse. Consistently work in perpetuity to permanently remove view bots off their platform. They won't, by the way. They won't. Because there's even been Twitch staff behind the scenes who were already aware of many streamers with 40% fraudulent viewership for years, and they did absolutely nothing. There was even a third-party app that was created by Asmongold and myself, as well as another company, to detect viewers during the whole Fextra Life shit, to where everybody could see who was fraudulent or not. 8% viewership, 20% viewership, 30% viewership. Everybody already knew. Everybody already fucking knew. But now Twitch has realized they need to stay on top of this issue forever, which they won't. Or Twitch streamers, and I mean this genuinely, you have two choices. Go to a new platform, or viewbot like everybody else is doing. Because it's either get left behind or get left behind harder. Now, the good news is Kick is actually incredibly fair, because when you get viewbotted on Kick, you go up to 3.7 million viewers, and everybody already knows it's fucking fraudulent. YouTube is incredibly fair because it's your algorithm, and the more you succeed on YouTube, the better off you'll be ever. And the best thing is, by the way, viewbots don't account for revenue on your streams. So they've already been able to detect this. They've already been known of this, because if you're on Twitch and you had 8,000 viewers, but your income was only like 5,000 for the month, that's because Twitch already had the software back end to detect the viewbots, and they intentionally just weren't doing them. Now, I think that's everything that we need to say, but I mean this genuinely. Twitch streamers, you are now damned if you do, damned if you don't, and I highly recommend multi-streaming to every platform, because if you think you're growing on Twitch, you are most likely not. Everybody has been going down. Everybody's been going down unless that traffic was brought in from TikTok or Instagram. Now, do we have questions? I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes of questions, and I'll answer everything. I will answer everything. Not a bad platform to be. No, to be honest, Kick and YouTube are great. Twitch has always been a piece of shit platform, always. That's the thing, if they ban them and the creators adapt, they don't know how to accurately calculate money anymore. Also very true. Also, when sponsors get a hold of this information, there will be no more sponsors left on Twitch. Genuinely. Sponsorships as well as advertisers are about to pull out of Twitch very hard. Do you think Hassan is view botting? Oh, 1,000,000%, absolutely. No, 100%. Once again, there's still many other view botting sites that have not been taken down yet. I would probably give this another 2 weeks to a month or so to actually see whether Twitch is going to implement this or not. And maybe there's also a chance that Twitch doesn't enact it on certain streamers. If not more money for having bots, why do it? Well, the thing you have to understand is there are, and I hate to say this, I think he'll forgive me for saying this. There is a streamer, and there are streamers where people bot for fun. Now, I was on 4chan yesterday because I wanted to see all of their insight. Because Twitch, I'm not going to lie, 4chan actually knows quite a bit. Don't go on there, by the way. It's a horrible fucking site. They have AI videos of me sucking dicks. It's weird as fuck to see, so don't go on that site. Unless you want to see me do that. Yeah. But there was even people viewbotting Canute for fun. They were like, yo, I'm going to go viewbot Canute, 500 viewers. Oh, shit, it didn't work. Oh, they actually cracked down on this viewbotting site. And then they went to another one and they tried to viewbot him again. No, I mean this genuinely. There are streamers who have incredibly parasocial chats. And to be honest, the more a streamer is cared about by their chat, the likelihood of them getting view botted by their chat, it goes much higher. It does. It really, really, really does. Because your viewers are going to want their streamers to succeed. And that's a big issue because, once again, I had a friend, still have this friend, where they were being view botted for around 1.2 thousand every stream. And after a month, because they had an issue with this viewer, they realized that they went from having around 1.6 thousand to 400 viewers. And them thinking they were doing so well into automatically, now all their viewers are fucking gone. Well, that was enough for them to like never want to stream again. And they haven't streamed since. Yeah. So there are people who view bot their streamers, and that's why this whole situation is really bad, right? It's pretty much a witch hunt on this person. It's pretty much a witch hunt at this point, and it's going to boil down to, do you like this person? It was their chat botting them. Do you not like this person? It was them botting. Now, I will say there is a streamer who was botting 14,000 viewers where they had to have an intervention and tell them to stop view botting, but I'll never say who that is. But yes, it's really going to be a witch hunt. It's really going to be a witch hunt. If you like this person, then it's their chat botting them. If you don't like this person, it's them view botting. And it's going to be a fucking mess. But yeah, is Twitch protecting Hassan view botting? Curious question. I honestly don't know. But do I think Hassan's viewership is completely legitimate? No, absolutely not. No, I don't. Any other questions? Erob chatbots to get him in trouble? Absolutely. Erob is another streamer who gets forcefully view botted upon him just to give him shit online. Absolutely. Even Shy Lily had only 3K to 4K yesterday, and other VTubers as well. Yeah, absolutely. Like, what was it? I saw Saikudo at 900 viewers yesterday. I saw Valkyrie at 4K. I saw Pokimane at like 2K. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of streamers are fucking crashing and burning right now. Think QT Cinderella is also a viewbot. Every time she organizes an event, she gets 30,000 views, but other than that, normally she gets like 2K, 5K. Oh, that's another thing. And I mean this genuinely, without exception, every single streamer event is botted. Every single one. Every single one. Zero exception. Zero exception. Especially if they're sponsored. Because either they're going to bot it for the sponsor, or the sponsor is going to bot it themselves. Yeah. Worlds also, I'm not sure, but to be honest, I wouldn't put it past them, right? People want to see those big numbers hit, especially once it gets to like the 300K range. Yeah, QT is a total fraud in bed with sponsors brands. We'll most likely hear more about this in the weeks to come. Why ViewBot? Like, what's the point? Okay, so the reason why people ViewBot is for a couple of things. ViewBot. CCV, which is your concurrent viewership, is tested every 28 days. And what your average concurrent viewership is for the past 28 days gets sold to sponsors. So if you have a higher concurrent viewership, you can sell your rights. So I'm going to give you some like real statistical facts here, right? So 80 cents to $1.20 gets you one ViewBot for a month. So let's say you want to ViewBot 20,000 people. That's going to cost you around $16,000 to $24,000 a month. Now, that seems like a lot of money. But if you are able to sell one sponsor, if you were to get one sponsor a month, and they pay you double your CCV for 2 hours, that means as long as you're getting one sponsor a month, you can take half of that sponsor money, put it towards the ViewBots, and then you get higher rates. So it's infinite money. Now let's say there's creators who get 7, 8, 9, 10, like VTubers do. That's infinite money forever. Also, and I hate to throw him under the bus, but Rochin got 80K while watching Gamescom live event. Well, I mean, to be honest, guys, and I mean this genuinely, you guys should not be holding it against creators for the ViewBots right now, because we're still not really sure who's doing it maliciously and who's doing it for them. Even with Hassan, I'm not going to say it's Hassan ViewBotting himself. Right? I'm not going to say, because I don't know that. The only people that I can speak assuredly that are getting ViewBots is Hoyoverse. Hoyoverse, I know ViewBots their creators, as well as Gacha creators get a lot of ViewBots. It's been rampant for years. That's pretty much the only thing that I know. As well as the Mary Maybe PUBG sponsor. I know that's also PUBG. Sponsors, AT&T, Progressive, all of these big ads with, and I hate this, there's a lot of streamers who do AT&T and Progressive ads. Every single one of those ads is botted. Every single one of them. Yeah. But that's why they do it. As well as there is a kingmaker system on Twitch. Kingmakers are essentially streamers who stay in one category and they bot themselves to the very top to where any new viewer stays in that category will go to that streamer. So for example, if there's, say, a streamer that for some reason always stays in Honkai Star Rail, or a streamer who for some reason always stays in Genshin Impact, it's because what they're trying to do is essentially take over that category, get all of those viewers, and then collect them for themselves, right? So to be completely honest, if a streamer isn't botting themselves to the very top left of the category consistently, then it doesn't really matter other than them getting extra money from sponsors, as well as maybe their ego was too small or too big for them to handle having below a certain amount of viewers. But that's essentially it. Ego, money, as well as if you get to the very top of a category, extra viewers. Yeah, if Twitch knows that the Twitch account is a bot, why do they not pay the streamer instead of just banning the account? So the reason why they don't want to ban the account is because Twitch sells to investors as well as advertisers. This is how many active viewers we have. This is how many viewers we can sell to you guys. There's this many people on our platform. So trust me, there's 40 to 45 million users on our platform every day. Trust me, AT&T and Progressive and Raid Shadow Legends, you want to sponsor our platform for mid-rolls. You want to put your puppy chow ads on the side. You want to do all this shit. Trust me, you want to invest in our company. So now them purging their own platform is about to lose Twitch a fuck ton of money. You've been saying this for years though? Oh, I know. I've been telling you guys this shit for 4.5 years, but now people are finally starting to listen. This is like cheating. It should still be stopped. It's like cheating in a video game because one guy doesn't mean everyone should be doing it. It needs to stop. Well, the reason why it's difficult, to stop this issue is the fact, and I mean this genuinely, guys. I mean this genuinely. And there's a lot of female streamers who have stopped streaming as much lately because they're horrified. This happens a lot to female streamers. There is a lot of streamers where it's actually not them doing it. It's their chatters doing it for them. So in case you're wondering, and just to be completely transparent with you guys, I want to say 5 or 6 female streamers have called me concerned that their viewership isn't legitimate and they're afraid to go live because they don't know how many viewers they actually have. We're gonna see a big purge and a very big difference on Twitch viewership. Absolutely. Here's one of my XUC. Twitch has cracked down on bots in the past 2 to 3 days, and viewbots, victims of viewbotting, have been getting exposed. Exactly. Streamers that are part of groups, orgs, are seemingly botted much more heavily. Exactly. I don't want to start witch hunt, but the data is interesting. Go see for yourself. No, 100 million percent. 100 million percent. Yeah. So if you were part of an org, and maybe, you know, and I'm just going to be completely honest. How do I say this? So there are stream packages where you can viewbot for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, right? So let's just say hypothetically, you were to leave an org, people would say, well, then they would immediately lose their viewers. No, because there are orgs that will bot you for a year at a time because that's what saves you the most money. And so people won't see that fall off for a year later. Hopefully that makes sense. You know a lot? Yeah, when me and Asma were looking at Effectual Life around 2.5, 3 years ago, I learned a lot about this shit very, very, very quickly. Now, everything is being hyper-accelerated. But at the end of the day, as long as you like the streamer that you're watching, that's pretty much all that matters. Which, we still have 2.5 thousand viewers, guys! Let's fucking go! People told me I wouldn't break 1,000 a day. People told me I wouldn't break a fucking 1,000. Already broke 2.5, bitch. It's really that easy. Hey, it is what it is. We'll see how much I have once Asmongold goes live. We haven't even hit big number territory yet. Big number territories at noon. Do you guys have any other question on what we're about to see? So let me give it TLDR. Everybody's been botting. Viewers, chatters, sponsors, companies, organizations. Not all of them are gone yet. And I mean this genuinely. Every day that goes by, we're going to see another streamer dramatically fall off. Yeah, dramatically. Legal consequences anytime soon. I'm going to talk to Andrew Esquire about this. I think that Twitch knowingly letting all of these streamers viewbot for years, letting all of these companies viewbot for years, I think this actually does open them up to a lawsuit. I do. I do. I genuinely do believe that this opens them up to a lawsuit. 100%. Would the viewbot removal help or hurt new streamers? Here's the big issue. With all of the viewbots being removed, you would think that that would help new streamers, right? You think that it would. It actually hurts new viewers. And let me tell you why that is. Because now all of these streamers who think there's a chance to blow up from Twitch are gonna realize the crushing reality that no one blows up on Twitch. No one does. So this dream that people had of this fame and fortune that they're chasing on Twitch, they're gonna realize that it never existed. And to be honest, I think a lot of new streamers are just gonna quit. Genuinely. And now there's gonna be a witch hunt for many different streamers. Now I'll be real, a person like me, this motivates the fuck out of me. Because I've known, guys, I've known all these fucking streamers who've been viewbotted. I'm telling you, I've known this shit for years. I've been telling you guys about this shit for years. You know how frustrating it is for me to go live and always be compared to these streamers. Like, oh yeah, this guy gets this guy gets that. And I'm like, yeah, I bet he is when he's getting viewbotted 14,000. Yeah, good for him. And nobody called it out. Nobody called it out. I felt like I was losing my fucking mind. But if Twitch can make this sustainable, if Twitch can actually get rid of all viewbots, which, by the way, I'm very skeptical of, considering that Honkai Star Rail viewbotters are still not punished. The ad for Mary Maybe still happened yesterday. I don't know if they're going to be able to take out company-wide sponsors. So if they can take everything out, great. If not, I feel like Twitch might actually be fucked. I've even considered going full-time YouTube streamer. Like, let me rephrase that. Going full-time YouTube and Kick streamer. But we will see. Things need to change, but right now it's very unfair for creators across the board. And that's why creators like myself, that's the reason why I wanted to do so many things like Gotcha Cast and the Gotcha Games, where I would do a lot of collaborative events, as well as the Slopcast, because I know how impossible it is to grow. So I like helping grow smaller creators. Wait, Mary bots? No, I'm saying PUBG, that company of PUBG botted her. So the ads, like AT&T, Progressive, like the PUBG ad that she did, she got botted. And that's why it makes it very hard, is because now a lot of people are gonna be attacking the wrong people. There are going to be people accusing people of viewbotting that aren't, and they're just getting viewbotted by their fans that, I'll be real, we might see a lot of streamers quit their jobs. Now, I will say this, as much as I've been contemplating streaming exclusively on YouTube, I'm never gonna give up on Twitch. I know I'm never gonna give up on Twitch. I do way too many ads here. What if Twitch hit a viewer count to the average viewer, change the Kingmaker system, and only streamers can see their own view count? Would that work somehow? No. That wouldn't work. And the reason why that wouldn't work is very simple. And I hate saying this, Mr. Arthur, numbers looking rough. Everybody's gonna shit on everybody, bro. Everybody's gonna shit on everybody. Oh my God. Dude, we're about to see such PvP. And dude, whenever anybody goes live, and there's a streamer, I want to see Miz go live so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to be this guy. Yeah. Anyways. Dude, there's gonna be people at everybody's fucking throats. He did, I know, but I want to see it again because it's funny. Crazy how your average viewers are down 2K and you're going with this other bullshit about everybody viewbots. Oh, I already said it. Dude, I already said it. I said immediately off the stream. I said I lost 600 viewers at the beginning of the month, and I lost another 1.5K yesterday. Yeah, I've already talked about this shit. Dude, I'm transparent as fuck about all this shit, man. I mean, everybody's down right now. It's insane. Tectone Manly voice count for at least 1,000 viewers, also true. It's the same as subscription pages were leaked, also very true. Dude, that PvP was insane. When how much money everybody was making got leaked, that was fucking awesome. That's everything. I think we handled all that, but guys, I genuinely do think we are seeing the death of Twitch right now. And it's kind of exciting because if Twitch actually becomes an equal playing field to where all viewer counts are legitimate, we're about to potentially see the rise of a lot of middle ground streamers and the fall of a lot of higher end streamers. And yeah, it's really, really exciting. So like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully that answers everything. And I really hope my editor put in some nice background music for this video. Every day is a little bit more fun. And I think Twitch PvP is going to be higher than ever. And I think now more than ever, my motivation to grind is so high. Because I think middle ground streamers are going to be able to break through now, like streamers above 100 viewers. But I do think streamers below 100 viewers are probably going to quit. But if you're between 100 viewers and 3,000 viewers after the bot purge, you should be really excited to grind because now you have a chance. And also, Timothy, Randy, and Ziox, rest in peace your career.